information provided by...
I have moderate to severe plaque psoriasis. Thanks to Sky Rizzy, I'm on my way with clearer skin. 3 out of 4 people achieved 90% clearer skin at 4 months. And Sky Rizzy is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, had a vaccine, or plan to.
Nothing on my skin means everything. Ask your dermatologist about Sky Rizzy. Learn how AbbVie could help you save.
We're celebrating 50 years of hip-hop.
Tomorrow on ET, behind the scenes of Grammy's big salute to hip-hop. I am here for every single act. Okay, well, Marky Mark, a.k.a. Mark Wahlberg, proves he can still spit rhymes, too.
Oh, stop. Collaborate and listen. Ice is back with a brand new adventure. Something. Please stop.
Only we can take you to the set of his new action comedy, The Family Plan. I love that dude. Good night, everybody.
Guys, my age in the business would probably say, I don't want to play that old. I'm embracing that. I look forward to it.
Happening now.
He's accused of a multi-county 6-person murder spree. What court records reveal in terms of red flags for 34-year-old Shane James.
The cold front is on the horizon, but you'll have to be patient for the colder air to arrive. We'll talk about when it gets here and just how cold it's going to be in just a bit.
And we have the top trending gift ideas for that tech lover in your life. The best thing? They're all less than $150. The News at 5 starts right now. And first at 5, boy, did they pick the wrong pickup. An attempted vehicle burglary puts 3 people in jail. Their target? An off-duty police officer.
This happening just a couple of hours ago at an apartment complex along Camino Villa. That's near Bandera Road. Patty Santos telling us shots were fired in all directions.
Yeah, some of those bullets landing pretty close to other vehicles, damaging other vehicles. That is why police have a pretty large area of this parking lot inside this apartment complex still closed off. The good news tonight is that no one was hurt. But here's how San Antonio Police Chief William McManus tells us it all went down. An off-duty detective was helping someone move into the apartment when he noticed someone attempting to break into his pickup. That's when the officer confronted that suspect, and someone else in a stolen car pulled up behind the pickup and started shooting at the detective. The officer fired back. No one was hurt, but again, there was cars damaged by those bullets. And once police arrived, they say they figured out that another car on the other side of the parking lot had already been broken into and a gun had been stolen. Now, for several months, we have been reporting about the increase in vehicle break-ins and vehicle thefts in this city. And a lot of times police say some of those suspects are going after guns that have been left in those vehicles. Tonight, the chief really stressing the message: if you carry a gun, do not leave it in a vehicle. We'll send it back to you.
Thank you, Patty. He's accused of killing 6 people, including his parents, and injuring 3 others in a multi-county murder spree. Red flags surrounding 34-year-old Shane James Jr. continue to emerge.
KSAT investigates Dylan Collier piecing together what appears to be a long and troubled past for the suspect, with many opportunities for intervention missed.
The United States Army confirms Shane James Jr. served as an infantry officer from February 2013 until his discharge in August 2015. James had no deployments. Law enforcement officials Wednesday described his separation as a dishonorable discharge and were quick to point out the incident happened away from San Antonio, cutting down the amount of information that would have been shared with authorities here.
Records obtained by KSAT show Bexar County Sheriff's deputies were called to 6403 Port Royal 14 times between April 2016 and Tuesday night, when deputies discovered the bodies of James's parents inside a bedroom.
Half of those calls were for disturbances, welfare checks, or a mental health crisis. James, who was arrested in January of last year and charged with 3 misdemeanor counts of family violence, was originally ordered to have no contact with his 3 victims, his parents and a sibling, only to have the conditions lightened 3 weeks later to having no harmful or injurious contact with them. After 2 bond reductions, James was bailed out by the Texas Organizing Project. Prior to cutting off his ankle monitor a day later, in March of last year, James had been restricted to going to Haven for Hope, Cross Point, and Villa Serena, indicating he may have been in treatment for a mental health disorder. James remained free for 21 months, despite 3 warrants being issued for his rearrest. Perhaps the biggest red flag,
again, they're not able to get into the room itself.
The decision by Bexar County Sheriff's deputies to not take James into custody on those warrants in late August, after being called to the Port Royal home for a mental health crisis.
It appears they were making every effort to avoid a violent confrontation with what they could tell was an unarmed man in the nude. That is a no-win situation for them.
Deputies instead relying on James's father to call them back to the home after things had calmed down.
By all appearances, it doesn't appear like that call ever came in.
James does have a conviction on his record for a criminal trespass case in the Fort Worth area in 2017. For KSAT Investigates, I'm Dylan Collier.
There's a lot there, but before we even learned of Shane James's background, criminal history, and arrests, 4 families in South Austin were only aware that part of their lives were forever changed. We have new details on those randomly killed and why the loss of these family members was truly senseless.
Shady Wood Drive, a neighborhood turned crime scene. It's the place that Mother Sabrina Robin had only just started calling home a few days ago, a home she moved to in order to feel more safe.
She's just a sweetest person in the world. They've been saying it for the last few months. Hey, we need to move to a little bit safer area and all that. And they just moved here 2 days before. They didn't even finish.
Her uncle says she was simply walking down the street with her baby.
She pushed the baby behind one of those cars to save the baby, and then he came out of the car and shot her on the face.
Also shot 32-year-old Emmanuel Popa, a handyman who was eating lunch in his truck. The gunman shot him, then stole the truck.
It hurts. A family member, they could take this life away in any moment. My brother and I came to this country to work, to give a good life to our families.
But the shooting would not be over yet. Police claim James shot a bicyclist on West Slaughter. And finally, on a call for a burglary on Austral Loop, police cornered James in a backyard, chased him, and took him into custody, only to later find 2 more unidentified bodies in a nearby home.
They took too long to alert something because this fellow had done something in the morning, and it is not very far from this neighborhood.
Now, those final 2 victims in South Austin have not yet been identified. One Austin police officer said he encountered James near that home, exchanged gunfire, and was hit multiple times, but we're told that he is recovering.
To Converse now, where a 22-year-old woman shot and killed while sitting in her vehicle. The suspect's still free at this hour. The deadly shooting happened last night about 8 o'clock. According to Converse police, the victim sitting in her vehicle outside of a home in the 8900 block of Arundel Garden. That's near FM 1516 in Martinez, Converse Road. Detectives say 2 suspects approached her, opened fire. She died at the scene. Another person also hit by the gunfire, but we're told their injuries are not believed to be life-threatening. Anyone with any information about this murder asked to call the Converse Police Department at 210-658-2322.
New at 5, San Antonio police making an arrest in a gruesome and vicious dog attack that happened late this summer. The owner of those dogs, they say, is now charged. 32-year-old Danielle Henderson is charged with dangerous dog attack resulting in serious bodily injury. She was booked in the Bexar County Jail yesterday, almost 4 months after investigators say her German Shepherd and a Staffordshire Terrier, commonly known as a pit bull, attacked Max de los Santos. This happened back in August on the 16th on Fieldgate Drive, not too far from Timber Creek Drive on the west side. The 76-year-old suffered a series of injuries. Santos's right leg so severely damaged, doctors had to amputate it. Animal Care Services say both dogs were euthanized. Henderson's bond now set at $25,000.
Castle Hills police say a woman who refused to stop ended up in the very spot she tried to avoid, in handcuffs. But that's after deputies say she ran into a utility pole and led them on a chase first. All this initially started around 3 this morning. Police say they were trying to pull her over for driving without headlights. Instead, they say she hit the accelerator, and she, along with another woman and 3 dogs in the vehicle, led police on an hour-long chase down Loop 410 near Blanco Road. They tell us the chase ended up downtown at North Main and Cypress Streets. That's when they say the passenger jumped out of the truck. The driver still didn't stop. Castle Hills police followed the truck for about another hour. Bexar County sheriffs assisted and used spikes to slow her down near Calabar Road. She ended up crashing into that utility pole. Castle Hills police say they were not able to find the passenger that jumped out. They say the 3 dogs inside that vehicle were not harmed.
Happening today, all 7 Sea Island Shrimp House restaurants are closed today. It's all in honor of Chrissy Anthony, who co-founded this seafood chain here in San Antonio. Anthony passed away a week ago, surrounded by family after battling cancer. She co-founded Sea Island with her husband, Dan Anthony, and their friend Henry Reed back in 1965. Last year, Sea Island was listed among the best seafood restaurants in the Best Texas Eats Viewers' Choice Awards. You can read the social media messages from the family on our website, KSAT.com. By the way, all 6 restaurants here in San Antonio and 1 location in New Braunfels are expected to reopen tomorrow.
Check out traffic on this Thursday, and we're going to I-10 and Hildebrand. There's actually a couple of cars that were stopped on the access road that you see right in front of us. Looks like that is cleared out of the way, and heavy traffic in both directions on I-10, but it is moving. No major traffic tie-ups to tell you about.
Not as colorful of a sunset going on this evening like what we had the past couple of days, and it's a little bit warmer. Now, we started the day at 47, made it up to 71 this afternoon. Next few mornings will be noticeably warmer. 74 now in Del Rio, 66 in Leon Springs, Floresville at 74. A mixture of upper 60s to low to mid 70s out there. Seguin right now, 73. Mostly cloudy this evening, southeasterly wind at 10 to 15. That's going to crank up the humidity. You'll notice the mugginess first thing in the morning tomorrow. That's also likely to lead to some areas of fog to start the day. Warm and humid Friday and Saturday. A windy cold front arrives Saturday afternoon. It's going to cause some big changes, including our first freeze likely on the way. We'll talk more about that and time it out in just a bit.
Thank you, Adam. Coming up right after the break, 18 days till Christmas. Are you still looking for the perfect gift for your gamer or techie? Consumer Reports points out what's trending that the tech lover on your list would love to unwrap. And it's on a budget.
This SA Salute holiday greeting is brought to you by Blue Skies of Texas.
Hello, everyone, from Blue Skies of Texas at Air Force Village. Merry Christmas to all the amazing personnel in our armed forces. As veterans who now call San Antonio home, we wish you a very healthy, happy, and safe Merry Christmas and a wonderful holiday season. God bless you all. Merry Christmas, everyone.
I'm Stefania Jimenez with a look at what we're working on for you for the news at 6 o'clock tonight. Shane James is accused of killing 6 people in San Antonio and Austin. The Texas Organizing Project is responsible for bonding him out of jail last year. Coming up at 6, we're going to sit down with one of the organization's former board directors who says that he warned the group that its bail program could be a public safety risk. Also, damaging testimony today for the defense in the case of Quentin Phillips. He's one of the men charged in the deadly drive-by shooting that killed a 4-year-old boy back in 2017. A former gang associate who says that he got rid of the murder weapons testified today against Phillips, and we're going to take you inside the courtroom. Plus, your power bill is going up. The San Antonio City Council gave the go-ahead for yet another CPS Energy rate hike. This is the second one in 2 years. We're going to tell you why an attempt to scale it all back failed. All that and so much more for you on the news at 6.
Thank you, Stephanie. I'll see you then. Well, shopping for a gift for the person who has everything, or even a teenager, can be tricky. So how about something techie?
Television News Live's Marilyn Moritz has a few ideas, and the best part is that each one of them is around $150 or less.
Know someone who'd love tech under the tree? With input from Consumer Reports, we have a few ideas to help you shop. First, a gadget that's nostalgic and cool, the Kodak Print-O-Matic Instant Camera. You can print photos in just 38 seconds and stick them just about anywhere, or store them on an SD card. It's $50. For the budding cinematographer, check out this DJI smartphone gimbal. It's compact, lightweight, and pretty easy to use.
The gimbal has really taken my smartphone videography to the next level. It stabilizes my shots and it's super easy to use.
For the music lover on your list, CR says these monoprice headphones with excellent active noise cancellation are a steal, just $25. And for the music aficionado, they suggest these $125 wired headphones from Grado.
Grado headphones are one of the great bargains in all of audio. You can get the sound that you really only get on a big expensive system.
To listen to your tunes while gathering around the fire pit, there's this JBL portable speaker, $150.
What's great about the JBL Charge is that you can bring your music anywhere, out on the deck, into the yard, or even out to the fire pit.
And finally, for the gamer, CR says this $120 gaming chair from Staples is one of the more comfortable chairs it's tested, because when you're gaming for hours on end, comfort is key.
Tech gifts are great, but just in case you're going to have to make a return, don't open the box. Many retailers won't accept opened electronics. Marilyn Moritz, KSAT 12 News.
Taking a look outside with City Cam. Nothing but clouds. No sunset for you today, Adam. I'm sorry.
I know, wah-wah, right? But we've been spoiled ever since last Friday. We've been spoiled with beautiful sunsets and even some good sunrises. Now we have some changes to talk about. Let's get right to it with our low temperature trend, because that's what's going to be most affected by our Saturday afternoon cold front. Tomorrow morning, warm. I mean, for this time of year, 62. Saturday, we're at 65. Keep in mind, that's the average afternoon high these days. And then look at Sunday morning, we're down to 39. And yet we went there in San Antonio. Monday, 32 degrees. A light freeze expected Monday morning. We're talking a few hours at or slightly below freezing in and around San Antonio, including the downtown area. Let's take a look at the cold air. Clearly, it's not in the state of Texas right now. We have 70s for the most part. We get up to the north, and it's even unseasonably warm into the Dakotas. Pierre, South Dakota, 51. Why not Minot? Usually it's freezing's the reason. Not right now at 43 degrees. They've been above average, but that colder air, that's up in Canada, and this isn't frigid air for this time of year, some teens and 20s, but we are going to be able to tap into that colder air. It'll be plunging southward, and the cold front's going to arrive Saturday afternoon around 3 p.m. That's when we expect the cold front, but the colder air will take its time to really settle in, and by Monday morning, we'll be at our low point, as I showed you with our low temperature trend. That's going to be our low point, right around freezing. But notice afternoons will be affected, just not as significantly as those morning temperatures. 70s for highs Friday and Saturday. And then Sunday, we drop down into the lower 60s. Thereafter, we're in the mid 60s. So basically, this cold front will give us our first freeze likely Monday morning, but for the afternoon temperatures, bring them back down near average for this time of year. Let's talk about some other changes taking place right now. A lot to talk about. The surface high over the eastern U.S. because of the clockwise circulation, that's giving us this southeasterly flow off the Gulf of Mexico. Whenever we have that wind off the Gulf, humidity increases. I mean, we're used to it. It's the predominant flow in the summertime and the warm season around here. But this time of year, we get extended breaks of lack of humidity. That's changing as we speak with that humid flow. Now on Saturday, by the afternoon, the cold front arrives. That'll eventually sweep away the humidity for the second part of the day on Saturday, mainly Saturday evening. But you'll notice the humidity, overall mugginess, Friday and first half of Saturday. Then we sweep it away by Sunday. We also have to talk about the wind gusts with that front. I'll show you the wind future cast coming up at 6 o'clock. But secure the inflatables for Saturday night on into Sunday morning because the wind's going to be howling. We also think that's going to affect the mountain cedar count. We'll get to that coming up at 6. 62 degrees tomorrow morning. Then by noon, we're at 68. Fog to start the day, leading to some afternoon sunshine later on. We'll be in the upper 70s, not far from 80. Actually, Pleasanton probably in the lower 80s tomorrow. Then the changes happen and only a 10% chance of rain on Saturday.
Thank you so much, Adam. Like the Barry White voice. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It's unintentional.
There's definitely something going on there. All right.
Yeah.
The Spurs, I don't know if Minnesota still plays at the Target Center, but the Spurs were off target last night.
They do still play at the Target Center. Nice one.
Thank you.
Spurs suffer their 15th loss of the season. It was a close game at times, but perimeter shooting was a kryptonite for the young team. And we hear from Cowboys veteran defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence, who is a Walter Payton Man of the Year nominee. The San Antonio Spurs went up against one of the tallest teams in the NBA last night. It was a good test for the Spurs, who have a sizable lineup themselves. Minnesota eventually defeated San Antonio by an 8-point margin, using their size with Rudy Gobert and Karl Anthony Towns to hold Victor Wembanyama to just 12 points. Even with that, the Spurs were right there with the Timberwolves for most of the game, but a 16-2 Minnesota run in the fourth quarter was the difference.
I can see a little bit of lack of experience, on our side. Of course, we're young, but it's I don't know. I need to watch those minutes where we were bad in offense, but I'm not worried.
I thought they did really well as far as trying to guard, guys like Towns and Edwards. Those are pretty tough covers. But I thought that they did an admirable job of that, and it kept us in the game. We just didn't shoot.
Yeah, the Spurs shot 37.6% from the field, 22% from long range in the loss. Tomorrow night, the Bulls are in town for a 7:30 tip-off.
Football coverage brought to you by Davis Law Firm.
The wind gusts reached up to 40 miles an hour in Frisco during the Cowboys' practice this morning. Today's practice was also the first time we got to hear from veteran defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence, who is a 2023 nominee for the Walter Payton Man of the Year. Since entering the league in 2014, Lawrence has assisted in the Dallas-Fort Worth community and beyond with the youth and homelessness.
I really pride myself on my integrity, just, doing the right thing when nobody's looking. I preach that to my family each and every day, and, that's just the standard that, I want to live by. Definitely going to keep doing what I'm doing. It doesn't matter who's watching, just me as a person.
Teammate Dak Prescott won the award last year, so it's fitting that Dak was the one who told D-Law about being nominated.
Yeah, keep the Payton Award on the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Why not? Yeah. Thanks, Mary.
We'll be right back. There was some excitement earlier today at the Pearl. This afternoon, celebrity sightings. KSAT viewers catching this video of comedian and actor Adam Sandler. He was kind enough to stop for a few moments. He signed some autographs and take some selfies. Sandler in town for his I Missed You tour stop. It's happening later on this evening at 7:30. At the Frost Bank Center. I'm glad he dressed up for the occasion.
Well, it's good to see someone who acts like you think he would act.
Yeah.
You think he'd be a nice guy, sign autographs, and that
He's not going to walk around in a suit.
Yeah, no. Wedding Singer, my favorite Adam Sandler movie. All right, let's check out some traffic out there. 281 at Loop 410. This is 281 north at Loop 410 west. Very slow going there. And the next camera, 1604 at Valley Mead. Also very slow going. Busy night.
Thanks for watching the News at 5.
See you back here at 6.